So here, let's follow these boats. We'll head towards Adams Street. Look at these nice sailboats here, and look at, yeah, they're in the canyon of skyscrapers here, South Branch of Chicago River, and we'll follow them as they head towards between Adams and Van Buren here. Yeah, there's a lottery. I didn't know there was a 5-year wait list. You could probably go down to some of the 31st Street Beach, and there's not as long. There's a 5-year wait for certain harbors, but Monroe Harbor you can usually always get in because it's so large, and you know. But some of the other ones, probably DuSable and Burnham, there's a wait list. I agree. And Belmont Harbor certainly has a wait list, I'm sure, as does Montrose. But here we are at Adams Street. This is where Union Station. You enter Union Station. We've gone through here before. Yeah, the river looks muddy and brown. Look at this nice view. Let me get back here. There's some dogs. And yeah. Let's get up here to the rail here. We'll get a nice view of the Adams Street Bridge here. The sailboats going by. They're really moving. They're really making good progress today. I'm amazed. They're further along today than they I guess because, you know, that's why we saw that boat accident last time. They were delayed by the opening of some of those other bridges. But look at that. And see how on the western side of the river here, these interconnected plazas really make it easy to get nice viewing spots for. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. The Adams Street Bridge here. Welcome to Chicago. Lifting of the bridges, November 1st, 2023, day after Halloween. And thanks to anybody that tuned in last night for the nice Halloween parade. We went up to Halstead. It was nice. I cut out the footage. It's on TikTok if you want to check it out. And a lot of great costumes. People respond to comments who won. I didn't stick around for they were going to, you know, pick the winners. There comes a tour boat, so maybe there's trouble, but I don't know. Look at the, look at this view looking north. Yeah, not as much traffic north on the South Branch of the Chicago River. Does that make any sense? And we're between Adams Street Bridge. They're going to open the Jackson Boulevard Bridge right there as they head south towards Chinatown on their way to winter storage. Look at these great sailboats here. You can see how we're right across from the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower, 311 South Wacker. And then that building has the map. There, let's go. They're opening the Jackson Boulevard Bridge here. Look at this. Ramming speed. Oh, yeah, thanks for tuning in to check out beautiful scenes of the city. I appreciate everybody for being on today. And, of course, this is being recorded, so you can watch it in the live reruns there if you missed anything. And appreciate people for being on the live and making comments. That's great. Look at that. Look at the Jackson Boulevard Bridge lifting right there. Scenes of the city. This doesn't happen every day. Look, everybody's got their winter coats on. We got about 40 degrees. There's a Wendella boat. It's parked to the side. See, that boat's waiting now, and you see how it's actually waiting, which is nice. It's nice that it's waiting for these boats. There, look at that. As soon as they get high enough, they start traveling through. Yeah, you parked yours in the driveway. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, if you got a place to store your boat, save money, park it on your own land. Yeah. Look at this. It's like a regatta. Look at these boats heading through the bridge. Yeah, he doesn't need to open the bridges. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for tuning in for scenes of this beautiful city. Welcome to Chicago. Yeah. And that's why I said, you know, I tell people, you know, and you guys like Chicago, you know, which I appreciate. Other people, they tune in. If they don't like Chicago, that's fine. But you got to admit, Chicago's interesting. This is interesting whether you don't have to like our politics. And I'm not saying anybody does. But look, it's just sailboats going through a bridge. This is fun stuff, you know. I don't care where you're at, you know. And here, let's follow along here. We'll keep moving. It'll be interesting when they got to shut Ida B. Wells, which is Congress, used to be Congress. Ida B. Wells, that's where the Eisenhower Expressway, all that traffic from the Eisenhower Expressway travels through there on it, you know, and see all the traffic backed up here on Jackson Boulevard, heading towards the West Loop. And look, see how they got a map? They got a map of the river and an edge of the loop right there. Look at this perch. Yeah, let's go up on this perch. Look at that. Yeah. A 53-foot Viking yacht. Yeah, your tall mast there. Look at these sailboats coming through. You scratched my anchor. Old, is that from Caddyshack? Yeah. Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah, Caddyshack, thanks. The infamous boat scene, yeah, when she christens the blue wisp, you know, and then it sinks, you know, yeah. That's awesome. Look, the Jackson Street Bridge, Jackson Boulevard Bridge. Looks like most of the boats are through. They're waiting around for Van Buren here. We'll get a shot of Van Buren over here. That'll be a nice shot. Yeah, it was slippery. It was slippery crossing the bridge. It was slippery on some of the side streets. Yeah, and yesterday when I took the L home, I walked up the stairs to get to the State Street L station, and the stairs to the L train were really slippery. They didn't clean them off. There wasn't any salt. There's a tour boat going through, so they made way for the tour boat. And there, look. So look at this. So look at the full height of the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower, 1,400 feet tall plus. That's without the towers. And here's the Jackson Boulevard Bridge coming down here. This Bascule Drawbridge in Chicago. Look at that. And then we got look, they're lifting the Van Buren Street Bridge. Look at that. Wow, look at that nice scene. No respect, no respect. Here we go, look. There's the Jackson Street Bridge. And look, watch how fast they'll get this thing down, and then they'll open the gate. See, people are starting to gather. They're waiting to cross. The traffic's ready to go. As soon as they get this thing down, and this is a Bascule bridge, there's counterweights. You see how they lift, they lower one side first, and then they ease down, and then once it matches up, almost immediately, usually, they lift the gates. Look at the Van Buren Street Bridge in the upright position, 45-degree angle. Look at that. Here we go. Let's see how long it takes for them to let people walk across here. Hey, you hopped the turnstile. Yeah, that's the way to snatch it. Stow away a ride. Look at that. Yeah, they're still lowering it. So they're easing it down, easing it down. So you can see the bridge operator in the bridge house there. They're actually manually operating this thing. The race is on. Yeah, they're everybody's. It's like the starting gate for the Kentucky Derby. And I know if I pan over here, they'll lit it up. Look at that, the Van Buren Bridge in the upright position. Jackson just closed. See, they make sure they got it level here. There, we're looking north. That's Union Station's right there. There's looking south. On the south branch there towards Van Buren. really taking longer. It's because the other one they opened right away. This one they're taking a lot longer to ease it down, making sure it's lined up right, get everything balanced. What I really want to see is them open. See, the traffic's still moving on the I.W. Wells Bridge. Here we go, they're lifting the gates. Here they're lifting the gates on the other side. So they're letting people on the other side walk across. But the gates are still closed on this side. So when they get to this side, look at these people running. They're running to catch a train probably. But the gates are still closed on this side. So are they gonna have to do the limbo? How are they gonna get off? They open the gates on the eastern side, but they haven't opened the gates. Look, somebody jumped the gate. They're going around the gates. So people are, and look, they closed them back down. So people are already, they jumped the gates, and now they're going back up. Now they're going back up. What's going on? They lost control. They lost control. Trains, planes, and cars. Yeah. They're lowering the, they just lifted the gates, so there everybody can cross and the traffic can cross. But look, they're lowering the Van Buren Street Bridge there. Look at that. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. So we are seeing some bridge lift today. We're already south of the Sears Tower, and they're starting to ding the bell for the I.W. Wells Bridge, which is behind the Van Buren Bridge. There's that's what's closing. That's the Van Buren Bridge, and behind it is the I.W. Wells Bridge. So we'll kind of zoom in from this vantage point, so I don't have to walk any further south, and see if we can get them lifting the I.W. Wells Bridge, because that's a huge bridge. You can see how they're easing down the Van Buren there. Here, we'll pan back out here. We'll go over this way. So traffic's moving on the Jackson Boulevard Bridge. And we'll zoom in here. And see how the South Loop skylines starting to expand. You know, there's several new towers there that never used to be there. I remember when River City was the only thing that was there. They added all these are newer buildings. Now that one's been there for a while, but we're looking south from Jackson Boulevard, and then we'll see if it looks like they stopped traffic for the I.W. Wells Bridge, and we'll see if they open it here while the boats are waiting. But while we're waiting here, I'll turn the comments back on. Yeah, I know that they some of the housing was named after that, and they renamed Congress Parkway. I know some people, everybody has different feelings about it, but it was to honor Ida B. Wells with all the great work that she did on multiple levels. Here they're letting people across the Van Buren Bridge here. Here comes Wendella tour boat here going by. They're blowing the horn. Get out of my way. They're coming through. And look how on this building they got the nice map of the whole south branch of the Chicago River. There's the confluence. And you can see portions of the loop, the West Loop. It's a map on the side of this building. They added this a few decades ago. And it's a nice thing,